Hello everybody, welcome to part 7 of Mass Effect. Today, we are going to be doing, first off, we're going to start by finishing off our equipment stuff, and then we're going to go through the group, all the people again, not the crew members, not Presley, Chakwas, or Adams. We'll talk to Joker, and then we'll start some side quests. I have a list of side quests, so you have your missions, these are your 2 main missions, and then you have your side quests. You want to make sure as much of these are done. There are some, like this one right here, will take, you'll do throughout the game. But certain, and this one right here, you'll do throughout the game. But the other ones, you want to get them all done before you do the next side mission. And then what you'll do next main mission. Then before you do that next main mission, go back to the Citadel, pick up more side missions, go do the next mission, which the next one for us will be Pharos. Pharos will be the first one we do. Pharos will also give us more side missions, and then we'll go and gather them all up. You know, that's how you do Mass Effect 1. You want to make sure if you can, to have a second device nearby. Have a device nearby if you're not doing what I'm doing, recording. That way, you can, what's the one I'm looking for? Look up planets and stuff to figure out where things are. It just helps you go quick, because this game can take hours if you don't do it fast enough. But right now we're going to use Kaidan. The reason we're using Kaidan is because Kaidan has everything unlocked. So we're going to use Kaidan to do this. Okay, Omnigale that one, 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 and I think that's it. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to sell it to this guy. Sell the rest of it to this guy, so we have a lot of money.
Supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet.
Let's see if he's got anything special. I don't want any of this. None of this is... No. So we're just going to sell all that. Now we're going to go back through here, and we're going to talk to everybody. We're going to start with Tali, and I'll work our way up to Joker. Alright, let's talk to Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Let me crank up volume.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving.
It's too
And
quiet
the
to sleep.
engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up.
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Let's see if she has any more things to say about this.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on... Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, in extreme cases of population. Like what?
I think I'm done with her. I've already asked her all these questions.
I should go.
See you later.
what it does is it builds relationship, and sometimes you get XP and Paragon or Renegade bonuses depending on what you're doing. So let's talk to Garrus real quick.
Command, how are you?
You and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Such as?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
I can understand that.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually taught me how to becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Spectre.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No
I see.
offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can, but Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted
Exactly.
by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
See? You get XP. I'm a long way from leveling up, but it's gonna go a long way to help me level up. Okay, let's talk to Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because I'm not Alliance.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust aliens.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
Technically, Rex isn't part of the council.
We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need allies.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members say now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
How cynical.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
What do you fear of?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna wait until the timer goes off so I can reset the section. Alright, and we're back. Just got myself a nice cold root beer. It's cool, I could actually say that name, rest of your service.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
You deserve better.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
No,
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
You see space.
No. The future of humanity is out here.
There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Gold bricking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there, kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission.
Yeah.
You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I believe her.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Yeah. We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Alright. Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we
It
do.
won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I
I don't really care right
shoot
now.
yourself.
Sorry, I did not mean to press it.
So, we've got Saren on.
It won't be long now.
Good. I could tell as soon as I
Sorry,
met
didn't
him.
mean to do that.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were
Rex is the
bragging
oldest
about a
member
job
of the crew.
out near the edges of the terminus
So
system.
Garrus is in his 30s or
Said
40s, I
pretty
believe.
well the boss was
You,
never around
Ashley, and
to
Kaden
ride
are
them.
in your
They
mid-20s,
said he
maybe
was
early
looking for
30s.
more men, too.
Ashley's a little bit younger.
So I checked
Polly's
it out.
young. Rex is over 1,500 years old. Or closing in 1,500 years old. Rex is old.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving from the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Cargo.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it.
And
That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Rex is a very expensive merc. Rex is probably... this is going to be... This is not hyperbole. He is the most famous Krogan at this point. He's like the Lionel Messi, the LeBron James, the freaking Elon Musk. Not the Elon Musk, that's the correct word. But he's the most famous Krogan. If you have a list of Krogan you want to recruit to your team, he's number one. And the fact that he doesn't know tells me that there was something secret going on that ship. There's something big going on that ship. Because that guy's number one. If he don't know, if he's a merc and he's on your crew and he don't know, it's a very big secret. Because he's the one, like, I guarantee you he was the leader of the merc group.
Whose ship was it?
You'll find out later
It
on,
was
Rex is a
Polish
badass.
trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's it?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
I see.
Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Like, you don't always get anything out of them. You get more story. And when you're playing Mass Effect, that's why you're playing Mass Effect, for the story. People are gonna say, why aren't you playing on the hardest difficulty? Like, because I'm not playing Mass Effect for the gameplay. I'm playing it for the story. If you want to play for the gameplay, go play Halo. Or go play Borderlands or something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I'll talk to Keys later. I'm pretty sure one of these is available for scanning. One of them opens up eventually that you can scan for extra. But let's go talk to Katie.
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander.
I hear
There's
you.
writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
That's alright.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they called in, it was brain camp. Sorry, all dead is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the room. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
You got it was accidental.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school. The next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Okay, give me a second. Section 3. Okay. Or second 3, I guess. Jump 0.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination chart, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using Mass Effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Friends?
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle to get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
I'm to talk to him?
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
Additional exposures?
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different than only the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Sounds rough.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
We can talk.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Fucking
Anything you need, Commander?
tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Do you?
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander.
Alright, let's go talk to Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Don't mention.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari lived for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with her own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
We just learned more about the Asari. Alright, let's get to the next segment. Segment 4. Alright, let's go up to Joker and talk to him real quick. This will be a little bit quicker, and then we can actually do an actual mission.
I prefer gold to silver, for my metal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the
You
fire.
sure you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Like I said,
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
I think I've already talked to him about everything. Alright, what's the first mission we're gonna do? Let's go here, let's go all the way to the bottom. Alright, we're gonna go to the Hydra System Argus Rao Cluster.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay, we will definitely get there. I think it's
Message coming in. Patching it through.
The general distress call to the Sacred Angel Medical Transport.
You can't say this, so it's not a time thing.
Losing power. Emergency landing. goes. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
It's not a time-based thing, so we're just going to scan these places. So for all of these planets that we can scan. We can take Garrus and Tully on most of these missions because they have high electronic skills and they help me hack into things. So we're going to take Garrus, Tully. It's the Citadel stuff that we're going to fix up. Alright, now. Okay, let's go take care of this thing first. Transponder signal. Let's take care of that
Looks like the signal's not moving that much.
Careful. Got a bad feeling about this. Okay, it's a trap.
Dog.
On my way.
Alright, next place. Let's get over here to number 2. Then
Just lead the way.
A, Y, X, A, B. 41 XP, okay, cool. Vehicle, let's get over to this, and then we're going to start doing your 2 debris things. Alright, 2 just save right here. I don't know why. Get out and let's Turian corpse. It's not really a corpse, but sure. Get the vehicle. Stop timer. Give me a second. Segment 5. Segment 5. Alright. Let's get over here to this resource node. Got the resource node. Second resource node. Got the resource node. How close am I to leveling up? Sure. Alright, no, I know it is. So that armature got me 311 XP. So, 3 more of those. Oh my. 2 out of 6.
Got it.
Thorium B, X, X, A, A. 32 XP, 1300 credits. Let's go to the last one. The last one is right about here. Most places will have 3 mercury deposit, right? A, Y, A, B, B. Boom, 82 more XP. And we're done. Let's get back to the Normandy, shall we? Let's save. Hold on. Oh yeah, well, I don't know where my... I'm supposed to have another mission somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. That's another mission we're gonna do eventually. We'll actually do that before we do Pharaohs. Is that okay, mission 17. Artemis Tau, Antea System, Artemis Tau, the Hades Gamma Cluster. So we're gonna do the Hades Gamma Cluster next. I believe it's Trevin. Alright, so we'll be Trevin. So first off, we're gonna look at all these other planets and see if any of them are like any of these other planets. I mean, Saren, Gamma. Trevin. We're gonna land once again. Tali and Garrus. Tali and Garrus. Alright, let's go map. Let's go to research base.
Nobody's been here for a while.
No function object. Okay, let's go over to usually storage locker in this. Y
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
Okay, no, it's still working. I don't know what my tablet's all about. We're not going to go there yet. We're going to go to this one because this is 2. I'll use my elevator. You got 500. I think I can see where we're going to take. Might look up now. Stop. All right, 6th and final segment. There we go. No. Let's get this probe. Salvage probe. Alright. Y, B, X, B, A, X, B. That's a lot. Okay, so 3 is up here. This is an anomaly. So let's go up to 3. And then 4 is all the way down there. 4 and 5 are in the corner. Then we're going to go to the 6. And then there's a 7th one, which I don't whoever made that happen. Whoever had it. I think it's fine. Alright. 4 and 5, 4 and 5 right here. I guarantee you I know what the fuck this thing is. It's a Spectre. I hate fighting with Spectre. They're not all. I never. There's like 3 or 4 attacks. They never use these attacks. They give a lot of XP and a lot of big boy. Get popped. One in here, and one here. Alright. Now let's go get this anomaly. We're gonna do the base. Free, D, and X. Boom. Okay, that's excavation site. First step to get competitive. It's the same kind of mission or whatever. They're not always going to have pressure malls, but like, I would say a good have pressure malls. Which pressure malls are great because they give you a lot of credit for features. You get a lot of features. And you get to kind of actually talk. You don't get to use Mako a lot. You can leave as far as you can. Yeah, one shot killed all but one of them. And if I would have done it better, I would have killed that guy.
Heading to position.
Let's get inside. Let's go quick to save, just to sell, save.
Technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Probably, Tolly. They're stupid.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
Save it here because we're about to get into some stuff. That will be it for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the notification bell. In the description will be a link to the Mass Effect playlist. Come and enjoy.